Hey there. I thought I would make a video about cutting costs while being unemployed. I was laid off more than 3 years ago, just a while before the pandemic started. I think that being unemployed is something very hard to digest, especially if you're used to working for years and working long hours. If this is your reality, if this is your everyday life, and suddenly you are left with potentially all this time in your hands and nothing to do with it. This is not my case, but it's a lot of other people's case. I always seem to find something to do. I like to keep busy doing several things. I'm either reading, studying, writing, in order to cut costs. This is an ongoing journey, I have to admit, because I'm not the most cost efficient human being. It was and it is still a shock when you make, let's say, X money and then you're laid off, and then you have to make it with X money divided by 3. So you have to learn how to live with 1/3 of the money that you used to make when you were working. This is very, very hard. And it's very, very hard not only for your everyday life. I mean, how many things you can buy and you cannot buy. It's even harder for your psychology because you used to have this money and you were free to spend it anywhere you liked. All of a sudden, you're left with 1/3 of that money. In general, the cost of living is more expensive. One thing that I do, and I have been doing it for a lot of years, is that I don't have a credit card. I don't like borrowing and I don't like spending obviously more than I can afford. Which brings me to my second, let's say, rule. I try to pay off any debt that I might have. This is the first goal that I set. Just a disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing some things I am trying to do to implement. Another thing that I like to do is prioritize my expenses. Make a list of the expenses that I have every month. I deal with the most important expenses first, and if it is something that I can delay for later on, of course, I will deal with it later on. Transportation. We are so accustomed to having our own car. Guys, we can walk. I'm sure that some things we can do on foot, or you can ride your bike, let's say. Eating out, grabbing fast food. I would work a lot of hours, so I didn't want to have to deal with cooking. This is not an option now. If you think about it, I should be glad that it's not an option now. But me being me, who likes junk food, I'm a little bit disappointed, but okay, survive. Not the end of the world. One very, very important thing that I don't always follow. Don't go to the supermarket when you're hungry. This is a mistake that I keep on making, and I need to quit making it. You go to the supermarket to buy, let's say, 2 or 3 things, and you end up with 2 bags of groceries. Darn! I've noticed that when I don't make a list of the things I want to buy, I actually buy a lot more. I have been trying to declutter. I have so many clothes, so many shoes that I don't really use. So keeping them in my house is no use. Might as well get rid of them. Maybe make some money. Even if I can't sell them, I can still donate them. Give it to people who have less than I do. Even if you can't make extra money, do a good deed. The cost of power is so high these days that we really need to find ways to save money by saving power. And also I try to use the washing machine in lower temperature for less time. I use the tumble dryer a lot less. I prefer to actually hang my clothes so that I can save power. Also, I replaced my bulbs with LED ones because they are more efficient and last longer. So hopefully I will see some light in my power bill. This is something that I've been trying to do for years, but I haven't succeeded yet. No, I haven't succeeded yet. An immediate cost that you can deal with is to quit smoking, or to quit alcohol. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, share your problems with them. They're the ones that love you unconditionally. They're the ones that can help you. I am so blessed to have a family that will always be there for me. They support me, they help me. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have to give you money. The psychological factor is a very real one, and it's a very serious one. Talk to your family, talk to your friends. Keep track of your expenses. I really have a clearer view of where I spend money, how much money I spend, so more or less how much money I need per month to get by. You spend money where you could have avoided. Apply for unemployment benefits. I don't know what the system in your country is. Here in Greece, the organization that deals with unemployment, I don't even want to characterize it. If you can take advantage of things, of benefits that you're entitled to, that the state, the government, your country can provide you with in order to make your life easier or to make your life less hard than it is, go for it. Do what you have to do. Take advantage of all the benefits that you can. You're entitled to them. Please consider subscribing and liking. Thank you. And I'll catch you soon.